The Rogue River, what can I say? I've wanted to hike this trail for a while now, but has always been postponed due to landslides or weather. I finally pulled the trigger late December, even though the forecast was calling for a so-called atmospheric river in the Pacific Northwest. The first day was only a partial day due to the long drive, so I started this hike out as a 5-mile road walk from Alameda Campground along Galice Road, which has been closed due to a landslide, I think, for about a year now. This was followed by about 11 miles on the actual Rogue River Trail. I'm really happy the weather was dry this first day, knowing that in the early morning, the sky was predicted to open up with heavy rain. I gotta say that trail terrain was somewhat concerning, as much of the trail is really high up along steep cliffs with a pretty high landslide potential. I could imagine, especially in heavy rain.
Nothing like starting a 80-mile hike with a 5-mile road walk. And the same way I'm going to end is coming right back up this. There's the high water mark, which is 55 feet above the river right here.
On day 2, the rain started about 5 a.m. and I was on trail soon after and well before sunrise. Needless to say, everything was soaked except my sleeping clothes, so I just had to deal with all the moisture. I did bring an umbrella, which was a lifesaver. I was going to go only to Tucker Flat, but decided to push up canyon off the Rogue River Trail to the last crossing of Mule Creek. It pretty much rained from pre-sunrise through the whole next night.
Back in the forest, just leaving Tucker Flat. I'm gonna try to make it another 5-6 miles before it gets dark. Thank God for the bridge over Mule Creek, because there ain't no way across that. Just got the tent set up, got all the water out of the tent with a chamois, and I'm gonna crawl inside and get as warm as I can and call it a day.
So the goal on day 3 was to get lots of miles in, and I think it ended up being around 26. Again, it rained heavy the entire day. I had a pre-dawn start again, and I finished up climbing up Mule Creek and topping off on Panther Ridge and this really cool spot called Hanging Rock, which I guess has incredible views. But I got to say, I didn't even bother going to Hanging Rock because I was in a thick cloud layer with pretty much no visibility. After Panther Ridge, there was a multi-thousand-foot descent down Clay Hill back to the Rogue River Trail. From there, I started upstream all the way until Tucker Flat Campground. I ended up calling it quits late at night in a thick rain and misty fog layer.
Just packing up for another pre-dawn start in the rain. It's nothing better than waking up and putting ice cold wet socks on from the day before. Trying to get an early start this morning because I'm running out of daylight. I want to do like 20 miles today, and I got to get up before sun comes up, and I'll be hiking later. Well, I'm learning there's no good time to take down camp when it's raining, but nighttime makes it especially difficult. Everything's wet, tent is soaked inside and out, and I'm hiking in a cloud. In other words, it's raining. Well, I just backtracked an hour because this morning in the dark, you know, I was on a old mining road, and then I saw these, well, I didn't see these, all these sticks across it, because there's sticks everywhere. And it turns out that my actual trail cut off that way, bushwhacking. So yeah, I hiked a little bit further than what I had to, and my bad. So the whole thing added a little over 1.5 miles of an unexpected detour, but I'm back on the right track. I think I just passed my high point, which was 4,000 feet, and now I'm high up on Panther Ridge, which is like very mystical. I'm coming up on my halfway point of this 80-mile loop. So today is Thursday, and it's supposed to be my sunny, put on a lot of miles day. And it hasn't stopped raining since yesterday at 5 a.m. The good thing is I think I'm just up in a cloud. That's why it's all wet. Just coming down off of a clay hill, dropping down into the Rogue River again. Definitely a unmaintained faint trail. So here's why it's kind of sketchy out here in December off season. Is there's literally hundreds of choke points where if the trail erodes away or landslides, there's no way to get around this stuff. But in a just a beautiful section of the Rogue River Gorge right here. Don't know if I'm gonna night hike tonight or not. Here's Paradise Creek, and I'm at 21 miles, and I'm gonna keep on going. getting dark.
Choices, choices, choices. I wasn't really sure how this day would go as I was backtracking upstream with the car being about 29 miles away. I was kind of thinking about compressing 2 days into one big one, and if I was going to do that, this was the day. I got another pre-dawn start and the rain was constant pretty much the whole day, but the sun did poke out for just a few minutes in the afternoon, but not really enough to dry anything. The trail does look totally different in reverse, and I got up to the trailhead before sunset, but I still had a 5-mile road walk back to the car. And I do have to add, I did not see a single person on the entire trail in all 80 miles.
I think I'm coming up on the place that I camped on my first night, but now it's daylight and I can see what it actually looks like. Well, there's the end. That's the trailhead over there, Galice boat ramp. Coming up here on the eastern terminus at Galice boat ramp. So I'm at 25 miles, which is a lot more than what I was expecting. Here's the Galice Bridge. It's got a 5-mile road walk on this closed road, which sucks right now because I'm tired. I'm at about 25 miles. Oh, all right. You know, it's a long day when you start in the nighttime and you finish in the nighttime. Sweet. Quarter mile from the car.